Hey everybody, I am testing out a new setup, seeing if it works. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if it's choppy or anything because this is a new setup for me. And I'll get all the light and stuff figured out later, but really I'm just trying to focus on audio. Oh, looks like I'm on LinkedIn. Let me know if it's choppy. Oh, it sounds good on LinkedIn. Let's see if we are on YouTube. Oh, it looks like I am on YouTube. Hopefully I'm not sounding choppy or anything like that, so let me know if I am sounding choppy. Hopefully I'm not sounding choppy. Okay, it sounds like it's doing a good job. Okay, so what I want to show everyone today is I'm a big AI nerd. I like doing AI stuff. Let me make sure. Let me stop this for a minute. Okay. I want to make sure that you can hear me when I share my screen. Also share tab audio. Sure. I want to share the entire screen. Entire screen. Okay. So you should be able to hear me. You should be able to see my screen. So whenever I'm searching for any kind of position nowadays, I run it past AI. And I wanted to show some variations in the different AI platforms, especially like the ChatGPTs and the Geminis and stuff like that. So whenever we're looking for something, we typically start with, well, I used to start with Google, like what, in this case, I'm looking for cybersecurity conferences with speakers and experts to see what conferences are out there, because I always like to look for speaker lists and attendee lists and things like that. So I have asked each one of these AI platforms, what are the best conferences to find cybersecurity speakers and experts? Same prompt, same question, and it gives me similar results. If it's something general like this, like Gemini is great because it actually pulls the links in, which is something that I really like. So I like Gemini. If you're getting more granular and more specific, you might want to try something else. Gemini is free to use. The other thing I use is Perplexity. I always mess up the name. I have a hard time remembering Perplexity for whatever reason. But again, it gives Black Hat, it gives RSA conference, it gives some other conferences, Security Congress, some other conferences out there as well. Okay, doesn't have the links, but that's okay. Well, maybe it does. What is this? Oh, so it does have the links. So this has the links too, which is great. Okay, so again, another thing that you can utilize. Just click into the link and it'll take you there. So that's something that raises my eyebrow a little bit too. The third is ChatGPT, and I've paid for the ChatGPT 4.0. It also gives a link, a list of like InfoSec World. So you see, these are very similar. But like using Google or using Bing or Bard or which is now Gemini now, or using Yahoo, you get different results when you search within the same. Utilizing the same keywords or same question. If I was to ask Siri this, I'd probably get a different answer too, or it would just go to Google, whatever. But I take it a step further a lot of times, and I actually use Boolean. If I can pull this up and make it big. So I use Boolean a lot to do this as well, and this is something that I've done in the past. Cybersecurity conference, looking for attendees or speakers or something on sketch.com or something with a Gmail, or even something with a LinkedIn link URL in it. So I should have probably known. Well, actually, that's fine. So because a lot of times when you're on LinkedIn, you see keynote speakers, you see a lot of these different things. Like, look at this, top security keynote speakers. That's something that's not listed on any of the AI, right? So AI is good, but you can also find other things if you put a little Boolean around it. And yeah, National Cyber, look, like they have a list of speakers. Isn't that great? So yeah, you can definitely, and a lot of these conferences are probably the like an API conference. There's a lot. And I was just messing around like, wow, that I kind of should have started with Boolean, I think. But this is just examples. So if you're looking for something specific, yeah, definitely use Boolean if you can. But if you're new to a realm or you're just not sure where to start, the AI can really help you with that. So, but yeah, so all these three are tools that I use on a regular basis, especially when I'm researching, when I'm trying to find information. This can be a great shortcut. And a lot of the conferences here I recognize, like Gartner, that's Black Hat, DEF CON, those are all common conferences in cyber. But don't forget your Boolean. Don't forget, sometimes you can literally ask Google to find things, and then it has a full list here. And let's see, let me see if I can flesh this out. So you can see my search here, cybersecurity conference, attendees or speakers or sketch.com. That's a conference. That's a kind of conference website, or gmail.com, or NURL, linkedin.com, looking for LinkedIn profiles. Great examples. But again, now I've created more work for myself because I've got all these different summits that I can look at. National Cyber Summit. I've already looked at that one. But yeah, I love the speaker list right here. I don't want that. So if I was to look in locations, I could probably, and let me just click in here. Let me just see. Let me see. He's a CISO. Oh, that's Hoover. Anybody remember Hoover? But I mean, like, yeah, that's the population I'm looking for sure. So hopefully that helps. I'll put this out on the Facebook boards and stuff like that, and hopefully this sounds okay for everybody. I'm going to work on doing more of these now that I've got my new setup and things seem to be working. I had to upgrade my hardware a little bit so that it could deal with all the streaming. So, but yeah, thanks for jumping on. If you jumped on, and yeah, I'll see you on the next one.